wagon man. Just about ready to go. And on the hill, the lefty, Tom Glavine. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. And it is gone. He'll touch them all. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Glavine, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Hot shot to third. Brett fires over to first, and Ramirez is set down. Here's a Mets lineup now. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
And a foul ball. 0-2 now. Just misses with that one.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. 2 out, space is empty. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And that extends the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And they'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Roger Clemens.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Barry Larkin. And he handles it himself for the out. Take a look at the lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
On to first. And a couple of quick outs. And now Jeff Bagwell. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. Bagwell out on the play. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. They trail things here. And welcome back to the ballpark. Anthony Santander at the plate. Glavine back to work. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here comes Manny Machado. On the ground, 2 ball. The turn by Biggio at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Mets go down quickly, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the inning, so here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. There's a strike. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
And in his rookie year, it was already clear that Ken Griffey Jr. was a generational talent, a bona fide 5-tool player, and every one of those 5 tools was elite. That term 5-tool guy gets thrown around lightly sometimes, but with Jr., it applies 100%. There's nothing this guy couldn't do on the diamond.
Here's the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. And next to hit for Houston, Larry Walker. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Foul ball. Walker, a former MVP, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was born in Canada. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Perez on to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike. And now the veteran catcher, Gary Carter. Swing and a foul out of play. That one well upstairs. And now it's even 1-1. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And the batter now, George Brett. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Carter leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Rodriguez on the move, and that is that. So the Astros lead 1, and they're down 2-0. And we're back onto the 3rd inning, and stepping in for New York, Elly De La Cruz. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
The 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And the lefty kicks, delivers. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
That's in there. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. The fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
On the corner for a strike.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 2 left for the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Set for the bottom of the third. Now, Lance Berkman. Fastball is outside. Clemens, the former Cy Young Award winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve.
1-1.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
On the ground. And foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Craig Biggio at the plate now as he chases after that one. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Acuna sizes this one up, makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Barry Larkin up next for the Astros. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Two down, nobody on. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting.
Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Just missed. Larkin off of first with 2 away. That's off the mark. 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
3-0.
So now 2 on And 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So next up for Houston, Jeff Bagwell. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to third, handled by Machado. In plenty of time to first. Bagwell out on the play. And the inning is over. 2 left on. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Julio Rodriguez. There's a strike. That one finds the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Inside, almost got him.
Count's full.
This one in the air, center field. Griffey gets under it. And there's one away. Anthony Santander up now for the Mets. Right through there for a strike. One out, bases empty.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, bases empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That ball's carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 1. In the air, center field. Junior brings it in for the 3rd out. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Spencer Strider.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Fought off foul. With Junior, probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had. Yeah, that's fouled off.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone, just a pretty thing from start to finish.
Up and in, and that's ball 1.
And even though he was on the big stage playing in front of thousands of people, you always remember the hat backwards, big smile on his face. He kept this game that can have a lot of stress in it fun, just like he was a kid.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Strider deals. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off. He was late. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Gary Carter up next for the Astros. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Salvi steps into the box now. in there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Perez, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. And takes low for ball one. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
The next offering misses. And the count even 1-1.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and